Hey Molly, I'm right here. I was just gazing at the birds outside. We will now do the environmental assessment. We'll determine the subjects that you can look at. In order for you to determine these subjects, you need to have the right combination of subjects for you to meet the minimum requirements to study towards a degree, diploma, or a certificate. If you look at the middle of page 14, you'll be able to see the subjects that your school offers, namely mathematics, mathematical literacy, your first additional language, your home language, information technology, physical sciences, life sciences, geography, and more. Please note that the first 5 subjects are compulsory, where mathematics or mathematical literacy are actually an option, so you can choose one of the two. The difference between mathematics and mathematical literacy is that mathematics looks at technical and advanced concepts of mathematics that are not easily encountered in everyday life. For example, trigonometry, calculus, and algebra. And then mathematical literacy looks at more simple concepts that you can apply in everyday life. For example, calculating the distances between cities, calculating a budget, for example. At the bottom of page 14, you'll be able to see the careers that you can look at if you do mathematics. For example, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Commerce. Then if you do mathematical literacy, you'll be able to do a Bachelor of Arts, Social Science, or Education. Please note that most science, technology, engineering, and mathematics degrees require you to have mathematics as a subject. Please turn to page 15 now. We will now answer the question at the top of the page, which is, what is your favorite subject or subjects? Now we will look at the second question, which is, what subjects do you think you will need in order to pursue your career goals? Now let us look at career options that are available to you. These are in the science field, social sciences, engineering and IT, commerce, law, services, and future careers. If you look at the bottom of page 15, you see small booklets that will show you the different career options. On the left-hand side of each booklet is the career options. On the right-hand side is the subject choices. For example, for science, you can become a microbiologist, a biochemist, a virologist, pathologist, so on. And then the subjects corresponding to that on the right-hand side, that is mathematics, life sciences, physical sciences, and so on. On page 16 of the book, I explain more about the career options that are available to you. For example, if we look at science, science looks at designing systems and looking into research problems and finding cures for diseases, or even looking for ways to control climate change and many of the research problems that we face in everyday life. Social occupations look at teaching and nurse and communicating, for example, your teachers and your nurses. Engineering looks at designing systems, structures, and machines. IT, information technology, looks at hardware, software, and systems integration services. Commerce has a plethora of opportunities available for you that could be in the marketing, financial planning, accounting, industrial psychology, and so on. Law, on the other hand, is a legal profession, and it looks at applying principles of law. Careers in the services look at supplying labor to the economy. For example, these are your tourists and your firefighters, so on. Future careers are new career opportunities that have emerged as a result of the fourth industrial revolution. These could be in the data science or biotechnology. Now let us turn to page 17. We will look at opportunities after school. First opportunity you can look at is going to university. You will need to have a grade 12 with a national senior certificate and a bachelor's degree pass, importantly. Degree programs can range between 3 to 4 years, but also you can also do a diploma at university. The middle of page 17 will show you the different universities in the Western Cape. For example, Stellenbosch University, University of Cape Town, University of the Western Cape, and Cape Peninsula University of Technology. On the right-hand side of the universities are links that you can go into to check more about those universities. Please note that some universities actually require you to write the National Benchmark Tests, NBTs. These tests will test your academic literacy qualitative literacy as well as your mathematics. If we turn to page 18, you'll be able to see that there's a second option of going to TVET college. A TVET college will allow you to study if you have a grade 12 and a diploma pass. Or you can exit in grade 9 and then do your grade 10 to grade 12 at a TVET college in order to get a national certificate vocational, which is an NCV. TVET colleges have courses that range anything between 9 months to 3 years. Third option that you can look into is learnerships. This will allow you to gain practical experience in the workplace and acquire qualification that is in line with the National Qualifications Framework, NQF. You must be at least 16 years of age to do a learnership, but you mustn't be older than 35 years. Learnerships can be done anywhere between 18 months to at least 2 years. A fourth option you can look into is apprenticeships. Employees can gain skills in a particular field, so it's very specific. You could be in the tourism industry, hospitality industry, and so on. So this will allow you to get a trade qualification. You must be at least 16 years of age in order to do an apprenticeship, and you can have a grade 10 or a grade 11 or a grade 12. And apprenticeship can range between 3 to 4 years. Lastly, we can look into entrepreneurship after you complete your matric. There you will be able to, if you have a viable business idea that you have to start a new business, you can look into entrepreneurship. Also note that the government actually offers funding for startup businesses. You can look at the link at the bottom of page 19 that shows you the requirements needed if you want to start up your own business.
Thank you, Ndela. I feel so inspired. Next up is Explorer Fiso, and she will tell you a little bit more about bursaries and voluntary work. Fiso, the stage is yours.